a math resource, and we're looking at the first form promotion exam 2018. This was a first form paper, or this is a first form paper. The instructions: answer all questions in the space provided and show all working clearly. It was for 1 hour and 30 minutes. I hope that this video is helpful. 1A. Calculate the following, showing all working. Part 1, 3 1/4 minus 1 and 3/8. That's part 1, and that is for 2 marks. So let's go right into it. So we're going to convert. So let's write it over here. 3 1/4 minus 1 and 3/8. So the rule is you multiply the whole number by the denominator plus the numerator, and that is going to give us 3 times 4. So let's write that down. 3 times 4 plus 1/4 minus, and you do the same thing to the second mixed number. Whole number, numerator, top number, bottom number, denominator. So we multiply the whole number by the denominator, and then we add the numerator. So that is 1 times, let me use the same color, 1 times 8 plus 3/8. So that's going to give us 13/4 minus 8 and 3, 11/8. Then we have to find the LCM. So we draw our line. What is the lowest common multiple of 4 and 8? And that is 8. So then we say 4 into 8. How many 4s are in 8? And that's 2. So then we multiply 13 by 2, and that is going to give us 26 minus, again we say 8 into 8. How many 8s are in 8? And that is 1. So we multiply that by the numerator, and that's going to give us 11 times 1 is 11. Then we take 11 from 26, and that is going to give us 15/8. That's an improper fraction, so we're going to convert that to a mixed number, and that will be 1 and 7/8. So the question is, how many 8s are in 15? And that's 1. If I do it over here, so I'll divide 8 into 15. That is 0, 1. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm going to take out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 1, 8. And I'm left back with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remainder 7. Hence, the whole number 1. And what is remain? Or the remainder is 7. 7 over the original denominator. Okay, let me just erase this. Okay, we're going to move on to question part 2. Now we're multiplying. So we have 1 and 4/5 times 3 and 3/4. Okay, so we're going to convert again. So I'm just going to rewrite it again. I'm going to write 1 4/5 times 3 and 3/4. So our whole number multiplied by the denominator plus the numerator. So let's do that. Whole number by the denominator plus the numerator. That is going to give us 1 times 5, put that in bracket, plus 4/5 times 3 times 4 plus 3. So that's going to give us 3 times 4 plus 3/4. I'm doing it this way because I find a lot of students don't seem to be able to convert the mixed number to the improper fraction. Okay, so once you understand this, you don't have to do it anymore after you're comfortable. Okay, so I'm only doing it here just to make sure that you understand how to convert a mixed number to an improper fraction. So we have 5 plus 4 is 9 over 5 times 12 plus 3, 15 over 4. So again, we convert the mixed number to the improper fraction, and this is the method. Whole number by denominator plus the numerator. Did the same thing here. Whole number by denominator plus the numerator. So 3 fours plus 3, and that is 12 plus 3. We got 15 over 4. Now when you're multiplying, the next step is to just cancel. So you look at your fractions and you try to figure out, or you figure out if anything here can be canceled. So we can go in this direction, diagonal in both cases, or we can go up and down. We cannot go across. Okay, we cannot go across. So here we're going to cancel. We recognize 5 into 5 is 1, 5 into 15 is 3. Nothing else can cancel, so we just multiply. So that's 9 times 3 over 1 times 4. And that is going to give us 27 over 4. Okay, now 27 over 4, if we convert that improper fraction, we're going to get 6 and 3 over 4. How many 4s are in 27? 6 4s, or 4 times 6 is 24. 24 from 27 is 3/4. Part 3, 2 1/3 divided by 1 and 5 over 6. So remember the rule is, let's just write it over here, 2 1/3 divided by 1 and 5 over 6. So the whole number, fraction. Whole number, fraction. So we're multiplying the whole number by the denominator plus the numerator. So that is 2 times 3 plus 1 over 3. Okay, we multiply the whole number by the denominator plus the numerator. Division sign. Whole number times plus. So that is 1 times 6 plus 5 over 6. So that's going to give us 7 over 3 divided by 11 over 6. So when we're dividing fractions, we keep in mind that we keep, change, and then flip. So we keep the 7 over 3, change the division to multiplication, and then flip. So when I say flip, I mean 6 over 11. So it was 11 over 6. It is now 6 over 11. Okay, and we check. Can we cancel anything? No. 3. Yes, actually 3 and 6. So 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 6 is 2. Anything else can cancel? 7 and 11? No. Okay, and then we just cross multiply, or we just multiply across. 7 by 2, 1 by 11. So 7 times 2 over 1 times 11. And that is going to give us 14 over 11. And that is equals to how many 11s in 14? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if we count, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 1, 2, 3. This is 11. and we're going to be left back with 3. So a whole and remainder 3 over 11. And that's the final answer. Here we have B, part 2, and 29.03 times 3.4. So this is the question here, and I've rewritten it here. Okay, so we're going to multiply. So 4 3s, 4 times 3 is 12. I'm going to put my 2 here. 4 times 0 is 0. We're going to take the 1 and put it here. 4 times 9 is 36. And put my 6 here. 4 2s are 8 and 3, 11. Okay, and now I'm going to multiply by 3. So I'm going to place a 0 here. And we go 3 3s are 9. 3 zeros are 0. 3 9s are 27. And 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 will give us 8. Okay, and then we're going to add now. So that is 2, 9 plus 1, 10, 6 and that 1, 7, 7 and 1 is 8, and 8 plus 1 is 9. So in this number, this decimal number, we have two numbers after the decimal point, or it's two decimal places. In this decimal here, 3.4, we have one number after the decimal point, or one decimal place. So we add, and we're going to get 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 numbers after the decimal point, which is what our answer should have. So we're going to count, put my line here, going to go this way, and we count 1, 2, 3. So my decimal point comes here, and I have 3 numbers after the decimal point. 1, 2, 3. Here we had 2. Here we had 1. So 2 plus 1, 3. So there should be 3 numbers after the decimal point. And that's our answer. Let me just write it here. The answer is 98.702. Here we have divide 0.255 by 0.5. Let's rewrite that. So 0.255 divided by 0.5. So we want to move the decimal point because we can't divide by 0.5. So we're going to make this a whole number. So we're going to move decimal point here. And that's going to give me 5. And then I have to do the same 1. That's going to give me 2.55. So now I'm dividing 5 into 2.55. So 5 divided, or 5 into 2.55. So we're going to use short division. So 5 into 2 is 0. I'm going to carry over that 2. 5 into 25 is 5. And then 5 into 5 is 1. So our answer, 0.51. Here we're going to add together 0.56 plus 132 and 9.1 for 2 marks. So we need to set up this question decimal point under decimal point. So 0.56. Now 132, the decimal point will be behind the number. So we're going to put our point here, 2, 3, 1. And we're going to place some zeros here. And we can also put some zeros here. Good. Then 9.1. 9.1. Decimal point 9, 1. Let's fill up these with zeros plus. So 600, 6 plus 0 plus 0, that's going to give me a 6. 5 plus 0 plus 1, that's going to give me 6 point. 2 plus 9 plus 0, that's 11. Place my 11 on the outside, cross it off. 3, 0, 0. 3 plus 0 plus 0 plus this 1 would give me 4. And 1 plus 0 plus 0, that is going to give me 1. So my answer is 141.66. You're going to get your marks here for doing this particular question correct. I'm going to put in purple. And then the final answer. Okay. Here we have number 2. Use the Venn diagram to list the members of the following. So we have A and B. We want A union B. So that means if we have our diagram here, we have A and we have B. A and B. So that means we want everything in A and B, including the intercept. So let's write down what that is. I'm going to use purple. So I'm going to open my bracket. I'm going to write A, C, E, K, L, H, T, O. Make sure you have everything. Okay, let's erase this now. So A intercept B. That means, draw my diagram here. A and B. That means I want the middle, what's common. And that is going to be A, C, E. Okay. We come to 3, A complement. Okay, let me erase my diagram here. And that means we have 2 sets, A and B. And we want A complement, so that is everything outside of A. So that would be K in this question. Okay. Part 4, A union B bracket complement. Let's erase this and show it on the graph. So on a Venn diagram, I should say. So we have A and we have B. A and B. So everything outside is this. Everything outside of A and B. And if we look at this diagram, there is nothing on the outside. So that means it's an empty set, or you can write it as this. Those are the 2 symbols that represent empty set for 4 marks. So you know you're going to get 1 mark here, 1 mark here, 1 mark. So they're all 1 mark questions. All right, express 250 as a product of its prime factors. Now first, prime numbers are numbers that only have 2 factors, 1 in itself. And the first 5 prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So we're going to write the 250, and we have to divide it by only prime numbers. We want it as a product, prime factors. So we're going to use 2 first. So 2 into 250, 2 into 2 is 1, 2 into 5 is 2, remainder 1, that's 5. Now it ends in a 5, so I'm going to divide by 5. It's a prime number, good? So 5. So 5 into 1 is 0, 5 into 12 is 2, 5 into carry over the 2, 5. Again, it ends in a 5, so I'm going to divide by 5 again. 5 into 25, 0, 0, carry over the 2, 5. So finally, by 5, 0, 0, 1. So 250 would equals to 2 times 5 times 5 times 5, 3 times. And we're going to put it in index form, so that's 2 times 5 to the third power, because we have 5 3 times. Okay, so that's the answer. So here we have find the HCF of 16, 24, and 60. Let's review first that a prime number is a number that has only two factors, 1 and itself. First 5 prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So we're going to write 16, 24, 60, and we're going to divide. 2 into 16 is 8, 2 into 8 is 4, 2 into 4 is 2, 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 24 is 12, 2 into 12 is 6, 2 into 6 is 3, and 3 into 3 is 1. 2 into 60 is 30, 2 into 30 is 15. Now we can try 3. 3 into 15 is 5, and 5 into 5 is 1. I always like to do it in order. Okay, it helps. So now when I have to look at it, remember HCF means highest common factor, the important word. So it has to be common in all 3 numbers. So let's go. So there's a 2 by 2 here, and there's a 2 by 2 here, and there's a 2 by 2 here. There's nothing else common. So the HCF of 16, 24, and 60 is 2 times 2, which is 4. Here we have the LCM of 18 and 45. Let's remember that a prime number is a number that has only two factors, 1 and itself. And the first 5 are 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So let's start 18 and 45. Now let's start off with 3, because we know 3 can go into 18 and 45. So 3 into 18 is 6, 3 into 45 is 15. Let's try 3 again. 3 into 6 is 2. And 3 into 15 is 5. Okay, let's 2 now. So 2 into 2 is 1. I'm going to write back 5. Then we're going to use 5, 1, 1. Okay, so we have this number here, these numbers here. So we're going to, this is 9, and this is 10. Okay, so the LCM of 18 and 45, it is 3 squared times 2 times 5, which is equals to 90. And that's the answer. Calculate by prime factors the square root of 225. So we need to remember that a prime number, this is a method of finding the square root of a number. The prime number is a number that has only two factors, 1 in itself. So the first 5 prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So we're going to write 2, 2, 5, and we're going to divide again using only prime numbers. So this ends in a 5, so I'm going to start with the 5. So 5, 0, 4, 5. Again, it ends in a 5. Let's go 5. And 5 into 45 is 9. So we know we can use 3. So 3, 0, 0, 3. And then 3 again. So 225 is equals to 5 squared times 3 squared. So remember, that's because there are 2 5s, 2 3s. So that's going to give us, that is really 5 times 3 by 5 times 3. Okay? Or let me write it out the other way. Let me start from the beginning here. So that is 3 times 3 times 5 times 5. 3 squared by 5 squared. So 3 times 5 by 3 times 5. So the square root of 225 is 15. Change these fractions into decimals. 1 over 5 and 1/8. So we're going to divide 1 over 5. So we're going to divide 5 into 1. That's 0 point. Put a 0 there and we carry over the 1. 5 into 10 is 2. So that's 0.2. 1 over 8. 8, the numerator, into 1. 8 into 1 is 0. Carry over the 1. 8 into 10 is 1. Remainder 2. 8 into 20 is 8 2s are 16. Remainder 4. And 8 into 40 is 5. So the answer is 0.125. Okay, so I used the method of short division. Find the value of the following when m is 5, n is -3, and p is -2. M plus n. So m plus n, and m is 5. So that's 5 plus n. N is -3. So that is equals to 5. These two signs here will give us a -3, which is equals to 2. For A, part 2, 2m plus n. So that is 2m plus n, which means 2 times m plus n. Now 2 times m is 5. And n is -3. That is equals to 10 plus -3. So we're going to get 10. These two signs here are going to give me minus. We're going to get 3. That is equals to 7. So the plus and the minus gives you a minus. So we're going to get 10 minus 3 is equals to 7. Part 3. 3n over mn plus 6. So 3 times n, that's what it means, m by n plus 6. So n is -3. So I'm going to write 3 times -3 over m is 5 times n -3 plus 6. That is equals to 3 times -3 is -9 over 5 times -3 is -15 plus 6. So that's a -9 over, let's draw a number line. You're at -15. So you want to add a plus, you want to have plus 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over -9. That is going to give me 1. B part 1, x plus 7x. So this means 1x plus 7x. So 1 plus 7, and that is 8x. We come over here now, 10h plus 8d minus 5h minus 2d. We're simplifying, okay, for 2 marks. So we have to group. So this 10h will go with this minus 5h. Then we're going to write this plus. You have to take the sign, plus 8d with this minus 2d. So I've just rearranged. I'm not changing any signs. I've just moved around the terms. So 5 from 10, same letter. I'm going to get 5h. Put back my plus sign. And 2 from 8, 6d. And that's my final answer. Simplify the following. M times negative n. And the rule is a negative, or better yet, let me write it the other way. Doesn't matter though. Positive times a negative is a negative. So that will be negative mn. Let me write this over again. M times negative n is equals to negative mn. Now we're going to divide 40y over 5 is equals to, we're dividing 5 into 40. So we could cancel, we could say 5 into 5 is 1, 5 into 40 is 8, and we have a y there. So the answer is 8y. Okay, 8y. That's the final answer. Solve the following equation. Part 3, 7c equals negative 28. So 7c equals negative 28. So we need to divide both sides of this equation by the coefficient. Okay, and this is the coefficient of our c. So I'm going to write 7c, write it over, and I'm dividing by 7. And I have to do it to both sides of the equation. This will cancel. I'm going to get c is equals to 77 is 1. 7 into negative 28, I'm going to get negative 4. So the answer is negative 4. C is equals to negative 4. consumer arithmetic question. It says James was given $500 to go shopping for his school items. The shoe cost $50. Sorry, the shoe cost $90. The shirt $15. The book bag $150, and the tie is $25. Calculate the total cost of the items: one pair of shoes, school shoes, 5 white shirts, 2 school ties, and a book bag for 3 marks. So the shoe is $90. Five white shirts. So 5 white shirts. So I'm gonna come over here. The white shirts cost 15, right? So 15 times 5. 5 fives are 25. 5 ones are 5 and 2 is 75. So I'm gonna write my 75 here. Then I have 2 school ties. 2 ties, just to shorten it, and that will be 25 by 2. 2 fives are 10. 2 twos are 4, and 1 is 5. So that's $50. And then the bag. The bag is $150. And then we add everything up. 0, 0. 5. Then we have 9 plus 7 is 16, and 10 is 26. And then we have 1 plus this 2 would give me 3. So my answer is $365. That's my total. Calculate the total cost of the items. So here he was given $500 and his total bill was $365. So we take $365 from $500, we get $135. So that's his change. Here we have question B. Jemani and Jenny won prize money for winning a speech competition. The prize money was divided into the ratio 2:5 respectively, and Jenny received $550. So let's write down the information given. So Jemani, it'd be 2, and Jenny to 5. So Jenny received $550. Okay, so that means we have to divide 550 by 5, which is $110. So that means that one share is $110. The question is, what was the total winning amount? So total shares will be 2 plus, because the word total, plus 5, which was the ratio 7. So 7 shares would be 7 times 110, which is the total shares. That'd be $770. So that's the total. Calculate, number 7, the size of the angle marked A. So this is 360 degrees. Angle at a point. Angle at a point equals 360 degrees. So A degrees would equals to 360. Subtract 115 plus 170, which is equals to 360 minus 285. So the answer is going to be 75 degrees. Let's just do the work in here. 115 plus 170, 58285. Okay, so the answer is 75 degrees. So this angle here is 75 degrees. Part 2. Here we have a right angle triangle. The right angle triangle. And if you were asked to give the reason why you're working out B, the right angle triangle, which is equals to 90 degrees. So we'll say 90 degrees B, subtract 15 degrees plus 29 degrees. So that's 90 degrees subtract 44. So we add 15 and 29, 44 degrees. So 90, so we're gonna subtract 90, take away 44, and that is 46. So the answer is 46 degrees. So that angle is 46 degrees. So here 3, calculate the sides of D and C. So the rule is, here we can see a straight line. And this is vertically opposite these two here. So 180 take away 72. So remember, straight angles equals 180 degrees. So we're going to get 108. So that means here is 108. So D is equals to 108 degrees. So if D is 108, the next rule is a triangle A, B, C. A plus B plus C is 180. So we'll have to C equals 180, take away 108 and the 36. So 180 subtract 108 plus 36. That is 14, 4, 1, 144. So we take 144 from 180, and that is 36 degrees. So C is equals to 36 degrees, and D is equals to 108. Here we have a cylinder. It has a circle at the top, circle at the bottom. And in here is a rectangle, because we have to draw the net. So it is a rectangle. And then the circle. Okay, that's the net. Vertices now would be 0. There are none. Here we have a triangular base pyramid. And if we look at the net, it says it has 4 faces. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Number of edges. So we can use the actual shape. So edges are these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 edges. Now we come to vertices. Let me use a different color. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 4. Here we have a cube. We have to draw the net, identify the number of vertices and the number of faces. So we're going to use the net. So it's a cube, so it's squares. Let me just draw this a little smaller. I'll put a different color. Okay. So it's when you take that shape and you flatten it. So you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 faces. Now when it comes to vertices, we're going to use this shape. So we should have something inside here. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vertices. This was a first form promotion exam given in 2018, and I hope that it was helpful. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.